Hello friend, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to start a new session. It's about the JavaScript function. Okay, function related everything I will cover into this session. Let's start it with the basic function. Like I show you right now, I remove everything. Okay, I remove everything and I take one of the variable as a constant variable. I name it as a message. Okay, message. And into this message area, in our I want to display some of the string value. You can use that single code. You can use that double code. Right now I make it as a backtick. Okay, I want to use that as a backtick. And into this backtick, I want to show some of the string value as a I am Ariyan. Okay, I am Ariyan and I am 36 years old. Okay, so here I simply show some of the message, and now I want to print this message with the console log. That will be as a console. Okay, console and then console log. With this console log, I want to display this message. Okay, I want to simply display this message. I hope you already know about it. Now if you click as a save all, now that will be print this string value. Now click as a refresh. Now you can see it's now display as I am Ariyan and I am 36 years old. Now I want to declare it by the function. Okay, into the function declaration there is the two things. One is the function declaration, another is the function call. Like I put some of the note for you. First work is we have to make it as a function declaration. Okay, that will be the function declaration. Function declaration, and another part will be as a function calling. Okay, that means a function call where exactly you show your function. So that will be the function call. So that is a function call. Okay, now into the function declaration area, here I want to take one of the functions. So first of all, that will be as a function keyword, and I name it as a about. Okay, about me. So that is our function name. Okay, and then you can pass some of the parameter in here. So I'll do the things later. Like right now, our function is now created. Okay, our function name as a about me. So into this function area, I want to display this message. Now I cut it, and now here simply I paste it. Okay, I simply paste it. So now our function name, what function name is about me. Now I want to call this function name. Okay, I want to call this function name. You can see there is a function call. So now I want to call this function. If you want to call this function, that will be this function name. Okay, now automatically that should be print. Like if you now click as a save all, and now if you go click as a refresh, now you can see it's now successfully displayed the same message as the I am Ariyan and I am 36 years old. Okay, our function is now declared successfully. So into this function area, they have one of the parameters. So into this parameter, you can actually insert some of the value. Like I want to take two of this parameter. One is the name, and also I want to take another parameter as the age. Okay, friend. So that is our two of this parameter. Now into this function, from to the function area, I want to pass some of the value. I want to pass that name value, and also I want to pass that age value. Like here, I name one of the string value as a Kazi. I make it as a Kazi, and also I want to make it as a age. Age will be as a 30. Okay, age will be as a 30. Now that is our name. If I parameter name, I pass on the value as a Kazi, and age I pass it as a 30. So now if you want to display it in here dynamically, then what exactly you have to do? I hope you already remembered that part. I have already discussed about that things with you. Then I want to change that name, right? So now this name will be comes from this parameter area. So I have already named it as a name. So if you want to display it, then that will be as a $sign. That will be as a $sign, and then the third bracket, that means a curly bracket, and here we have to pass that name. Okay, now that our name will be updated, and also I want to do the same things for our age. So that will be our age. Okay, now that it will be dynamic. If you now click as a save all, and now if you go click as a refresh, now you can see it's successfully updated as I am Kazi and I am 30 years old. So when you use that function is very easy. Like if you want to run it another one, you can run it with the different name. Like I name it as a Ariyan. Okay, I name it as a Ariyan. I make it as a 40. Okay, now that should be print another one. If you now click as a save all, now go there, click as a refresh. Now you can see it's now showing as a I am Ariyan and I am 40 years old. Okay, friend, I hope it is very much clear to you. And also they have the another functions from where you can actually you have to return some of the data. Okay, like I show you, I have already discussed about that things with you. Like that is one part, and also I'm going to take another one. Like I take one of the variable, I take two of these variable. One is the number, okay, I take one of the number one I make it as a 20, okay, 20, and also I take another one as a late, and the number 2. So number 2, I want to make it as a 30. Okay, now I want to add both of these data. So if you want to add both of these data, then what exactly you have to do? I take one of the variable as a sum, okay, sum, and then from here we have to add both of these. That means the number, okay, number 1, and then plus number 2. Okay, I want to add both of these, and I take both of this result. That means that will be add the number 1, 20, and then 30. I take the things with this variable. Now I want to display it. That will be the console log. Into the console log area, I want to display our this sum, right? So now that should be display which value? That should be display as a 50. Now if you click as a save all, and now if you go click as a refresh, now you can see it's now written as a 50. Now I want to do this work with using that function. So if you want to do that work with using that function, what exactly you have to do? First of all, I want to take one of the variable. Okay, here I take one of the, not variable, I take one of the function. That will be as a function keyword, and I name it as a calculate sum. Okay, calculate sum, whatever you name it. So right now I name it as a calculate sum, and into this calculate sum here I want to pass two of this parameter. Okay, I want to pass two of this parameter as a number, okay, number 1, and also I want to pass another parameter as a number 2, okay, number 2. So this type of two of this parameter I simply pass it. Okay, now that is our function. Into the function area, now I want to add the same logic. That means that is the same logic. Okay, now I want to do that work using the function. So I simply paste it. I take one of the variable as a sum, and into the sum area that will be add our number 1 and then number 2. So that will be add both of this number, and here I save it without this variable as a sum variable. Now I want to return our this variable. Okay, from to the function I want to return it. That means I return our function name as a sum. Okay friend, I simply returned it from here, and now I want to pass some of the value. Okay, that means the number 1 and number 2 value I want to pass it. Better I take one of the variable as a late, and I just name it as a result. Okay, result, and into this result area, that is our function name, right? So into the function area, there is a two parameter. One is the number 1 and the number 2. So here I want to pass both of these value. I want to pass value as a 10. Okay, I want to pass that as a 10, and also I want to pass it as a 20. Right now that should be as a 30. So I simply pass both of this in our function parameter area. That is our parameter value, right? And now I want to display our this result, and you can see that is our functionality. I have already done this functionality. That means all that our condition is in here. I take the things with this variable, and from here I return this sum, right? And now in our this method here I pass both of this parameter. Now I want to print it without this result, because here I take all the things with this variable. I want to now display it. Okay, like that is a console log. Into this console log area, now I want to display our this result. Okay, I simply display this result. Right now we don't need this. If you now click as a save all, and now if you go click as a refresh, yeah, you can see it's now successfully print as a 30. Okay friend, I hope you can well understand about it. So that is one part, and also if you want to declare some of the, if you want to return some of the data, so that is the return part. Okay, I hope it's very much clear to you. In our next video, I'm going to discuss about the default parameters. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.